a massive exploitation that happened between two different DeFi platforms.
So on November 3rd and 4th, the attack happened, and on 4th, they bounced back.
We are getting regulations, we are getting compliance, lot of players are coming in, lot of institutions are coming in, so each of them having their own chains. I won't recommend them to follow the same decentralization ethos.
So guys, all these hacks have raised a strong debate on centralized and decentralized chains.
And there would be chains which can be called as TradFi chains.
And I think this is into our news segment for today on number 3. Let's talk bro. First,
yeah, it's number 2. I'm going into number 2.
We have a lot of conflicting versions or talks on that. We'll come to that. I think let's finish off with this moonwell.
We'll cut it now.
Why?
I will fire Gary.
Welcome to BlockTalk. In today's episode, we are covering balancer hack which spread across all the chains and how are these new age chains reacting. The stables in your cold storage, are they safe and self-custodial anymore? Did ZachXBT turns against us? To know answers to this question, let's listen to today's episode.
So guys, firstly, we are going to discuss about a massive exploitation that happened between two different DeFi platforms. The first one is Balancer and the Moonwell, and they are telling that it is more about their weaknesses in the smart contracts and all. Balancer has lost about $128 million, and Moonwell has lost about $1 million of their own possession, where Oracle mispricing was the major concern about that, and Balancer has lost it via like few of the math bugs. So what are your thoughts about it?
Okay, let's go through the timeline when this hack happened. So on November 3rd and 4th, the attack happened, and on 4th they bounced back. So on the first attack was on November 3rd. So to be precise, it happened on 7:45 a.m. So it was in Balancer. So they lost around $70 million. On the same day, within few hours, there was a lot of attacks on different chains. So they lost around totally $128.64 million. So it was on November 3rd. So on November 4th, the chain started to bounce back. Like the Bera chain, they recovered almost 12.8 million with white hat help. So on Stakewise, Moonwell, Oracle, they all detected what bug happened in their operations. So also Cetic, BlockSec, they also flagged what was the suspicious transactions happened. Okay, also that Moonwell, who lost around 70 million, they suspended what are the withdrawals and deposits, and they also started to continue investigating. So to be precise stats were the total exploit loss was 128.64 million. To break it down, it was in Ethereum it's 100 million, and in Berachain it's $12.86 million, which was fully recovered, and in Arbitrum it's 6.86 million, in Optimism it's $1.58 million, and in Base $3.9 million, and in Sonic it's $3.44 million, and also in finally in Polygon it's $232K. Sorry, I missed. That's it. So the bounty offered to re-get the tokens, to get the amount back, it was around 20%, which is not confirmed yet. It is from unconfirmed sources. Soon we will be getting those details as well. To recover the amount or to know the bugs, what are the steps Balancer took? Do you have any idea?
Sure. So let's cover what chains took, like the recover measures. We can talk it later. Let's talk about how attackers attacked those pools. Like in Balancer, what happened is there was a rounding edge problem, a math problem. What happens is the smart contracts always deal with currencies up to 16 decimal points, which is not in real world, but they do deal with it. But when some else smart contract just deals with 8 decimal points, then you have to round off the figures. So while rounding off it, there used to be some misplacement in the dollar value. Those dollar value, they round, to say is, they attacked so precisely that those rounding errors itself, one on top of each other, gained into massive amount of dollars leaking out. We were
So
in
it's
one
like this, generally we have this 50 paisa rounding off, right? So there's 0.5 until 0.5. We to take it to the round it off to the next number. Anything beyond 0.5 is the next number. Anything below 0.5, 0.4, we keep the previous number. Correct? That's how we round it off. When in this scenario, the rounding off, there are 16 decimal places for calculation. For any system to make so many calculations and everything, what they do is they round off only till the 8th decimal point. Then the last 8 they would not read. They round off to the nearest number. Correct?
Yes.
They are rounded off to the nearest number. So here the attacker strategically made multiple transactions in a short span of time. Where they were trying to get they deposit certain amount where they were getting extra money because of that rounding off advantage. Like when you had to deposit 10 rupee 50 paisa, when you have to deposit 10 rupees 60 paisa, you will get 11 rupees, because it's rounded off to the nearest number. You getting it? So he used to get that 0.4 paisa extra. Because there were multiple transactions that happened, this all added up and became a big number. Because it happened in a very short span of time, you would have used multiple services to make multiple transactions at a given point in time before people could even realize, and they siphoned off that money.
So the aftermath was like Balancer itself is a very old DeFi protocol. Like it's one of the base protocols similar to Aave. So Balancer has their contracts all over. So Balancer's latest version 3 contracts are safe from the hack. Version 2 contracts where the hackers hit the contracts and took off the funds. So apart from Ethereum, most of the chains which we see is small chains or new chains or have a small validator set. So how they start to react was interesting to watch. Berachain immediately stopped trading their Honey token. Honey token is their main token in Berachain ecosystem. And they also they have most of their validators on a service called PagerDuty. It's like ServiceNow or Slack, you can say. So they were issuing warnings to everyone that as soon as possible, you just plug off your validators off. Just power your validators off as soon as possible so that the transactions don't take place, and we can just restrict the hacker funds. This is not possible with huge decentralized chains. Ethereum has 1 million validators. This is impossible.
Yeah.
So Berachain did this. Polygon, as usual, they have just 4 to 5 validators. They just said that you just censor the transactions off. Like whatever is the hacker transactions, don't include that in block.
So imagine if some hack happens, the guys who are running that token, they call their miners. Validators are basically your miners who are running the chain, and you call them and say that there's something happened. All of you simultaneously together pull off your systems, right? That means that chain is not working. There's a break, pause in it, right? As I said, if it was something like Bitcoin, I think we could have not call. You can't do it.
You can't do it. You should not do it. It breaks the promise of blockchain.
That's how it is designed. I mean, that's why it's still the gold standard of our industry, right?
The same promises don't
Yeah, that's what we would do.
They had to do it because or else the entire thing would have failed. So they did have access to miners. What we have to note here is these tokens, they also have access. They also have they can also get in touch with these miners whenever they want.
Yeah, and Sonic did the ultimate thing. What they did was they do have a very good decentralized set of validators and all, but their core smart contracts are being controlled by the core team itself. They added a functionality where they can zero the token on any wallet they want.
The value of the token.
Yes, they can zero it. So they just took the hacker wallets and zeroed the value. Like if you had 10,000 tokens, by tomorrow morning you would have 0. They did it like this, direct. So this this then got a debate like, okay, so we have come a long way from 2009. There's always discussion of decentralization, censorship resistance and everything. But nowadays chains are outwardly pausing transactions and doing good stuff. Like they want to protect user funds. That's their main goal. They are doing good stuff, but still it breaks the ethos, right? So now the discussion which arises from here is there will be two types of chains. One which follows the cypherpunk manifesto, which which is truly decentralized, private, which would take their ethics very seriously. And there would be chains which can be called as TradFi chains.
I think this is into our news segment for today on number 3.
Yeah, it's number 2. I'm going into number 2.
We have a lot of conflicting versions or talks on that. We'll come to that. I think let's finish off with this Moonwell.
Yeah.
They also had a major attack. I mean, they had multiple attacks in last 1 year. So what's happening with these guys, Vaishnav?
For Moonwell, as you said, it was not a smart contract error, but it was an error from the Oracle. Like smart contracts have to trust Oracle that whatever price is being supplied by the Oracle is true. But the Oracle software somehow has glitched and it was quoting huge prices. Like if 1 USD is $1 actually, but the Oracle was saying that it's worth $100. So the smart contract got tricked, and whichever user saw this, they deposited very small amount of collateral, but can take out huge amounts of loan and made the smart contract go bankrupt.
Okay.
And the thing is, this hack was already done even months before, but nobody noticed it. It was done at a very small scale. This was the large scale attack.
So guys, all these hacks have raised a strong debate on centralized and decentralized chains. So what are your opinions on it about centralized and decentralized things?
If I'm taking a pro stance on centralization, because now we are getting regulations, we are getting compliance, lot of players are coming in, lot of institutions are coming in, so each of them having their own chains. I won't recommend them to follow the same decentralization ethos. Like they are used to their Web 2 world, and they need the robustness and the speed of crypto, and crypto to be having the same speed with regulatory compliance. There needs to be some kind of centralization happening, and that is inevitable. That's what I'm saying.
To me, like Web3 is basically decentralized. It's all on decentralized. So centralized is literally going back.
Yeah.
So that's the point I have for decentralized.
What Vaishnav says, being centralized is going forward, right?
Is the need of the hour.
Is need of the hour.
Yeah.
Is what Vaishnav says. What Geno says is we are going back. So you're saying is going forward. Geno says we are going back.
Yes.
So Vaishnav, what do you strongly support?
He is
Is
supporting
it centralization or
centralization.
Oh.
Geno is supporting decentralization.
Fine, understood.
This is happening because
What?
Understood.
Please go ahead.
What my understanding is, decentralized networks have stood the test of time. They would be there. I don't need any other upcoming decentralized projects. Let them be there. If anybody wants to use them, let them use those ones. If there is any new chains or new products being done, which is nascent, which needs funding, which is very susceptible to cyber attacks, it's better for them to be centralized.
Got it.
So that they can damage control.
Got it. Okay, understood. Like how it happened, with Moonlight,
Yeah,
where they
Moonwell and Balancer hack.
So where they had to plug out all these
Yes.
things, right? That could happen because they were kind of centralized. They
Yes.
knew who were involved in this entire process.
If they were not centralized, Chain would be dead by now.
Right.
For sure dead.
So because there is a lot of attacks, there are a lot of things that are happening as we spoke today. There's 2 big attacks. Centralization in a way is good, is what Vaishnav said, because somewhere some control can be taken up. It decentralized, we do not have the choice. But I would also believe this industry stands on decentralized networks.
Yeah.
Right? This entire thing came into existence because of decentralization.
Yeah.
Right? Today, centralization is required because scaling issues are a big problem with decentralized networks. A lot of power usage, consumption, a lot of issues are there, right? Speed, transaction, volumes, and everything. Centralization is agreeable to some extent, but decentralized is what everything is being defined on. Right? We can't deviate from that aspect too much, right? So where people can control keys, that's how it started, right? Where centralization started in this industry was Bitcoin. Like when I got to know how Bitcoin came into existence, I didn't know how to set up my own wallet, right? We had to set up our own wallet. Do you even today, do you know how to set up a Bitcoin wallet? Do you know? Not
hot wallets.
This thing like
Browser extensions. He's talking about proper paper wallets or cold storage wallets.
Paper wallet where you run one node on your computer. That actually, when we had to make wallets, that was the actual way.
Yes.
Where you had to run a node on your system, right? With that thing, you also get an opportunity to create wallets. That's how it started. Even today, not a lot of people, even now, I don't know how to do it. I did it once, but now I don't know how to do it, right?
Yeah.
So setting up wallets setting up the entire thing is difficult. So you need some centralization where this becomes easy. Onboarding people, setting up their wallets. Now wallets also has to be set up. There the companies are doing it for a fee, or sometimes they have enough capital, so they also give a free service, right? So decentralization is the key. Centralization also is required to, safeguard or take care of a lot of things that decentralization cannot do.
Yes.
Is my stance. But I am pro decentralized. I want decentralized to be even more. But today again, everything cannot be decentralized. There has to be something. Even the products that we try to build here, not everything is decentralized. We aim for doing something decentralized, but somehow the other way we somehow going to centralize things, regulatory issues and all those things. Right?
We will cover it. Like Nisha.
But it is better to stick on the centralization itself, right? Because whenever there is a security breach or hacks or something like that, you are obviously switching to centralized thing, not sticking on the decentralized notion.
What if the centralized people are turning out to be negative guys?
Yeah.
No?
What if they in this recent happening, they blocked hackers? What if they try to hack the users, like control the users, or control the profit they are taking? Then you will question. Then you will jump into decentralized.
What are the disadvantages we are talking today? What if they are used to our disadvantages, to the user's disadvantage?
Now everyone happy, but what if happen to be like exactly like shitty robo? What if it move against us?
Yeah. What if it goes rogue? What if it goes rogue? Then what do you do?
So I have a question. Like, it's not like learning takes place when it is a decentralized node or a centralized node. What are your suggestions about that? Because I find that in more like a decentralized way, users will get to know or learn so many things. But if there is a centralized protocol happening there, they'll be sticking on to the steps, right? So I find that centralized is good for learning and other protocols. And what are your suggestions?
So decentralization actually teaches you a lot. As you said, setting up a node and we have to create a wallet, it was a hassle, but you still learned a lot and you learned how to have custody over your wallet.
But today with so many tokens, we invested in diverse. Back there was Ether, Bitcoin, okay. Today I would be holding so many tokens, so many utility tokens. Now how will I go set up wallets, manage it myself?
That's what. So what we people say is centralization is coming up because of regulation, but the actual core reason, if you just think about human psychology itself, decentralization is a hassle. It's cubism.
crumble.
It's
Yeah.
taking responsibility onto your own hands.
Correct.
Which is scary for people.
Correct.
People want to put responsibility on someone else's head.
Correct.
That's where
No,
centralization
see,
comes in.
that also is there, right? I mean, you're running a node, something goes bad,
Yeah.
your node fails, right? Everything goes away.
You learn, but
Right?
still.
That's expensive learning.
Ah.
Right? Now you have these people who are, kind of taking this onus of managing your volumes.
Yeah.
Now the industry is very nascent again. There are no insurances for such companies. Like there are, when centralization, any exchange, any stock markets, anything happens, when the exchange is being listed, there's some kind of insurance, some kind of deposits. If something goes bad, you can recover losses some way through some insurance.
Yeah.
Here there's nothing much.
Yeah.
Like this is a high time when there's new companies or existing companies start insuring such funds and such wallets, right? So centralization is good, but we can't deviate too much from decentralization.
Yeah.
The entire objective would be lost.
Yes, we can end that on that note. And what I want also to say is, I don't need chains to have a double game. Like they don't not need to be half gangster.
That's what
That's
I'm
a very
saying.
strong
Yeah.
point.
Here we are already like pampering centralized as a second child. To be honest, in decentralized, they people who have decentralized options, they can have a financial independence. The transactions can be recorded every time as long as there is a blockchain.
Yes.
So if we deep inside a little deep, we know there is also a lot of benefits in decentralized, like stable coins also.
What I'm saying is choose your path. Like be at any extreme. Either be truly decentralized or be truly centralized.
Backed by banks,
Yeah.
such.
And tell it out loud. Don't play a double game and try to please both of the crowd and fail at both of those.
No,
That's harmful.
currently, I think being in both is the best way, right?
Like,
not too much of exposure
that's
into
not good,
decentralized.
but still.
See, I'm pro. I'm saying I am for decentralization, but will I put all my money into all this decentralized or all this technology right away?
No.
I wouldn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
As a user, you have a choice to put your money wherever you
in this
want.
industry, centralization. I'm
But as a
decentralized.
chain, they have to choose their roles.
No, as even for you to trade or do anything, or multiple chains, you choose your chains, whatever you have to do, to cater to all the requirements of a user. You can't do it on decentralized platforms again, right? Like now you go on example Binance.
Yeah, I get it. Like
Like
scale needs centralization.
You need
again.
centralization again now in stock markets. Let's talk about traditional stock markets, which people can closely relate it to.
Yes.
Can you invest in a stock directly?
No. Like
So the process is
you have to have private equity kind of thing or have direct deals with
to
the
direct
company.
deal. So you have for private equity, you need large chunk
Yes,
of money.
yes.
If you have to participate in the market through an exchange, NSE, BSE,
Yeah.
whatever extra, you can invest in those companies through these exchanges.
Yes.
Centralization happened
Yes.
already. Now to invest through an exchange, you can't invest directly again. You have to go through a broker again.
Yeah.
You have your
Demat account.
Demat account,
Yeah.
Sharekhan.
Yeah.
No, Demat account is again that's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Okay, brokers you have Grow.
I'll tell you one second. That's a different. Demat account is different.
Okay.
You have Zerodha, Grow. You have other stuff. They are your brokers.
Yes.
They are the people who place your order with the exchange.
Yes. Yeah.
The exchange will take all orders from all brokers
Yes.
and they process it.
Yes.
The matching happens. Correct. So here you are going through a broker. The broker is going to an exchange. Exchange is doing the settlements, and that settlement is going to a Demat account.
Yeah.
CSDL, NSDL,
Yes.
CDSL, NSDL. They are your depository holders. Right. Again, one more party.
Yes.
Getting it? So all this put together is centralization.
Yeah.
So you can't even invest into stocks directly. Here, Bitcoin, gone are the days again where people can set up their wallets, hold their tokens. How many people today of course, cold storage is the best way to hold
Yeah,
your
you
tokens.
can, but people don't do it. Well, you can.
Cold
the
storage,
possibility is there.
cold storage is the best way to hold your tokens, right?
Yeah.
But on a day-to-day basis, I mean, big chunks, large chunks of money, you stash it away in cold storage, great. On a regular day-to-day basis, today Bitcoin has been accepted in any coffee shop, right? You can use it for your online payments, for your travel, your hotel bookings and stuff like that, right? So you need some place where you can store your tokens, spread it across various platforms, right? Now you can't have pure Bitcoin wallet. Every time you keep paying transaction fees to take your token somewhere, right? So there needs to be some centralization. But how far is this taking us away from decentralization? The ideology is what we have to look at. The concern is there. We should not go too away, saying centralization, and we ignore the entire idea of decentralization. Again, not being too pro decentralized and avoiding all this intermediaries. They are also required.
And this very well flows into the next thing which we are going to discuss, because as you said, if you have huge stash of crypto like Bitcoin, you stash it in cold wallet. But for daily transactions, nowadays we are using stablecoins. And now let's see how are stablecoins really decentralized? Are they safe even in your ledger? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, the third news is also related to the same debate what we went through. That the news is centralized stable coins expose the myth of true self-custody. And what's it all about, Vaishnav?
So why we took this topic is, I still know people who have, let's say, $10,000 in their ledger and they think it's safe there, like nobody can touch it. But what I am saying is, a central smart contract can just blacklist your address, and that's worthless. People don't realize it. Like Tether, the stablecoins have really masked those things and given a trust layer saying that you can trust us and all, but there is no true self-custody. This is the way which we move forward, is what I'm saying. I said I was pro for centralization, but this thing scares me, because if I have a stash of cash, it's valid until demonetization. That cash is valid. I can carry it anywhere, I can do it anywhere, nobody can snatch it away from me. But USDT stablecoin is not like that. I do think stablecoins has that thing, but easily anyone can take it off if government thinks it's programmable money.
I am not so technical.
That's scary.
Nor
like,
I want
get the point.
I don't want to understand too technicals of things. Even if I want to, it goes over my bald head. So basically, I want to understand is decentralization. As you said, you have your tokens. It's your responsibility. It's like carrying a bundle of cash in your pocket in a busy market. Okay? Or keep this money in a bank and carry a debit card with a PIN. The choice is yours. Both are not safe. Someone can hack your chip, they can just do a tap and pay, take all the money out. Possibility. Or someone just cuts your pocket, takes the entire money, stash out. Risk is there everywhere, right? How do you manage it? At the same time, do you say I won't carry cash at all? You will carry some cash, right? As I said, you will keep something at your bank, right? It depends on your convenience. Now, as of today, there are a lot of options available for most of the users.
So, as you said, Kumar, risks are there everywhere. Whatever be the mode of payments you are carrying or whatever be the technology you are using, there is always risk, right?
Even FTS has a risk. Fixed deposit also
has a risk.
Everything has a risk.
So let's list. So you are saying it's okay to use USDT, USDC, and my fear mongering is too much, too much for daily life. Like it happens. Like anytime, even lightning can strike your head. It's like that.
Correct.
Once in a while possibility.
Yes.
It's fine. But still, we took this topic also to also list out some stable coins which is there till in market, which you can truly self-custody. Like people were saying, like this topic was arisen from Mert. Mert is he is the CEO and co-founder of Helios Labs, which is a company in Solana ecosystem. He tweeted that there is no stable coin with self-custody at all. You all guys are delusioned. But what
because stable coins has to be issued by some authority, right? Someone is backing it.
Yes.
So stable coin, like one USDT and is equals to 1 USD. Who is having that 1 USD is with the Tether.
Yes.
Right. So you return 1 USDT, they will give you 1 USD.
Yes.
Right. So there has to be some backing.
Yeah.
Someone to back it. So
that's what
all stable coins will have some backing.
that all stablecoins will have some backing, but that backing can be made decentralized or trustless.
Who will manage those bank accounts where this holding has to happen?
That's what I'm going to cover right now. How DAI and LUSD works. These two tokens are really truly self-custody with no freeze functions. Then you can ask me like, okay, you are saying they will maintain the dollar values, but how come? DAI is a over-collateralized stablecoin.
Okay.
LUSD is also the same. DAI will hold BTC, Ethereum and other stablecoins in their basket, in their DAO contract, and that collateral will give value to your tokens.
Okay.
If they have, let's say, in circulation $100 million, they would have collateral of at least $150 million.
Okay.
So your dollars is not being backed by original US dollars, but some other asset which has value in market.
Okay. So I mean, I'm just trying to understand. It's similar to a mutual fund only, right?
Yeah, you can keep your mutual fund as collateral and take some loans out, na?
Correct.
Exactly. Very
Traditional
similar.
markets have same thing.
Yes.
Called mutual funds for this.
Done. But using this concept in blockchain space, you can have truly self-custody tokens where you don't have any fear of getting freezed.
Got it.
LUSD also works on the same thing.
Correct.
You can, if you have Ethereum, you can put it in their walls and take loans out of it. The loan which you get will be of stable coins,
Okay.
which is truly backed by your Ethereum itself.
Got it. But even there, they won't give you 100% of the value of your Ethereum. No.
You
It is
get
to
up,
up to certain percentage.
it's
of
not up to, you can get 90%.
Okay. So
Yes.
still there's a 10% of buffer. No.
Yeah.
Right. That stable coin is actually an expensive stable coin. It is not actually pegged to the nick of it.
But another thing is also that to offset that 10% lockup, they provide you interest on it.
So I'm saying it's still someone else is providing. It's not truly decentralized again.
That interest comes from other people using the protocol.
Okay.
And all of them are governed by smart contracts itself. Their code is law. There is no central contract.
Okay.
It's
No,
fascinating. It's actually
interesting.
fascinating.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that popular that I've also heard about it. Like only popular news gets into my.
That's why we have this segment to say
Yes.
these type of tokens. Also
we
exist.
learn a lot of new things as we discuss and get
Yeah.
new scenarios. Of course, let's look into that token a little more closer. Probably we can have it in the next podcast sometime.
Yeah.
So guys, the fourth news questions the integrity on crypto market, and let's see what it is like. Zach XBT has joined Binance and sparks a crypto-wide debate on integrity and independence. So has he really joined Binance, or what is it all about, Vaishnav?
So Binance just tweeted a photo of Zach XBT's picture with a Binance hat and Superman kind of cloth behind, and saying he would be the warrior of Binance chain, tackling scams in Binance chain. And crypto Twitter people were furious. Like they were like, he was uncovering grifters and scammers all these days just to join the biggest grifter of all time. That's what is the belief. I don't believe that Binances are bad guys. I'm not endorsing that. I do believe they are a very
But
good.
with all the recent happenings, we believe they could be one.
But I don't want to take the risk of CZ. I am also.
Okay, I think we should make it as a complete new podcast about this topic. Is Binance evil? We can use it for thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'll
So
invite a few special guests for this podcast.
Zach XPT cleared it that it's his time. He does volunteer stuff always. He does not charge for these things at all. So it's his own choice. You can't complain on it. And that's the perspective. Everybody has their own perspective. And his integrity has got hit a little. But let's see what happens. He also has opened up about many exchanges like crypto.com, MEXC and all. But now people are speculating that Zach XPT wantedly is killing off, like sabotaging the competitors of Binance.
Got it. No, I mean, of course, no, when this guy was working independently, he used to work independently and he was like a whistleblower
He still is a whistleblower.
Still
But
whistleblower.
still people are
But now he's associated with Binance.
skeptical. Yeah.
Now there could be some kind of biasing happening.
Yeah.
Some Binance backed projects, or he has listened to Binance. Now he's under obligation of Binance. Is what you mean to say? That could be a threat.
Yeah, that could be a threat.
He should have still been independent. Yeah?
That's it.
Okay. Interesting. Anything for this week, Nisha? Any big news that we have to cover, we have to discuss on?
So we have already covered all of the major important news, and we also had an extra debate about centralization and decentralization. That was the new thing which
That is a
happened.
never-ending thing. That is a never-ending thing.
But still,
J-Lo can fight about this all day long.
but still, we just shared our opinions and comment what you support, like whether it is
We would
decentralized.
also want to listen to our viewers.
Yes.
What do they stand for? Centralization or decentralization?
Obviously, they are gonna support me, huh?
It's better to stick on to centralization rather than sticking with decentralization. I support this, and you can also share your comments if you want it. And do like, share, and subscribe to Coin Diary's BlockTalk podcast. And stay in touch. Bye.
Bye.